Hi there. In this video, I'm taking you with us on a first ever snow trip to Japan. During this winter adventure, we finally got to experience Hokkaido's famous powdery snow. We met the cutest micro pigs and we saw incredible ice sculptures. So, without further ado, let's go. For this trip, I flew from Adelaide, located in South Australia. Since this leg was only a domestic connecting flight, I only had to do a quick bag drop and a standard security check. The full international immigration process was waiting for me on my next flight departing from Queensland to Japan. The airport was still pretty empty at the time due to the existing curfew. No flights are allowed to fly between 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. It was actually pretty cool to see a typically busy place get so quiet.
Hi there! I'm currently in the Adelaide airport just waiting for my connecting flight via Cairns because we're going to Japan again. So I am going to experience snow for the first time, so I'm really keen to go to Japan. In Sapporo we are going to see the winter festival that they have every year where they have all those big snow sculptures. I'm really keen to see that and I'll tell you more about it while I'm there. It's going to be a 3-hour flight from going to Cairns, and then it's going to be another 7.5 hours going to Narita. Then I'll be in Japan by then. Although I do have a 2-hour connecting flight in Cairns, so that should be pretty quick and enough for me to check in. It's currently 4:44 a.m. and I haven't really slept last night because I needed to leave the house at 3:40. You can even see my bloodshot eyes. But yeah, I can't wait to sleep on the plane.
The 3-hour flight to Cairns was very smooth and I basically just slept the entire time. After landing, I had to quickly collect my luggage and check in for my international flight. Their domestic terminal is separate from their international terminal, so I had to head out of the building and walk to Terminal 1. It was only about 5 minutes walk on a fairly flat path, so it was still pretty convenient. After going through the check-in counter and immigration, I decided to grab a snack since I didn't pre-purchase food for my next flight. I only had a light meal mainly because I wanted to save my appetite for a proper meal with my partner Ryu once we meet in Japan. Since we're currently in a long-distance setup, he flew in separately from the Philippines.
I'm walking into the plane going to Tokyo, so I'll see Japan very soon.
The flight to Narita was only half good because I got a really bad headache halfway through. Paracetamol was not cutting it, so I had to resort to using the trusty inhaler from Japan.
My head hurts so much.
My partner and I were landing in different terminals at the time, so I headed over to his since my arrival was earlier. I transferred from Terminal 3 to Terminal 2 via the free bus, which took about 5 minutes.
I'm trying to find the international arrivals.
Narita Terminal 2 appeared to be a lot more crowded at the time of my arrival compared to Terminal 3.
Hi.
Since it is already getting late, we decided to just eat at the airport. We've tried the food here before and they didn't disappoint, so it wasn't a bad choice. With a 13-hour layover in Narita, we figured we needed a good night's sleep before a flight to Sapporo at 7:30 am the following day. We initially considered staying at the airport but had second thoughts about it since we planned to start a Sapporo trip right away, hence why we actually needed a reasonable rest. We decided to stay at Narita Turbo Hotel, which is just a few minutes away from the terminal. They also have free bus transfers, which made it even more convenient for us.
We're currently at the lobby.
On the way to where?
That's the bus. There's one for Terminal 2 and 3. We're on our way to Terminal 3.
Because I'm pretty excited.
We're now just gonna check in for a flight to Hokkaido.
As we headed to the boarding gates, we read signs that this food court's the last spot where you can grab food. After security check, there will be no food stalls anymore, so we decided to grab a light snack before flight.
We bought some. Ow, the plate is hot.
So, first order of business shopping, removable pants, polarizing glasses. That's it. And baka socks.
Not a lot.
Huh?
Not a lot.
Our Jetstar flight to Sapporo from Narita departed from Terminal 3. When we booked this Sapporo trip last year, both Philippines and Australia still didn't have direct flights to Sapporo. But later in that year, Cebu Pacific and Qantas have announced seasonal flights to Sapporo during its snowy season. That is good news for everyone who wants to experience Sapporo's winter wonderland.
just landed in Sapporo. Oh, is it Sapporo? Yeah. Chitose. This is new Chitose in Hawaii. I thought that was Squid Game. We're gonna get some desserts because I'm starving.
Ryu planned the shop for some winter clothes at the airport, but the shops we found were smaller than expected, so we just skipped it and headed to Sapporo.
They also have information here if you're just confused where to go or what to do around the airport.
We originally planned to take the train but realized that there is a bus option as well. We opted to take the bus, which made our lives easier because we didn't have to drag our luggage any further.
We're finally in Sapporo.
Sapporo is the capital of Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost mountainous island. It is a city that offers a unique blend of urban sophistication and natural beauty. Sapporo is renowned for its heavy snowfall, which transforms the city into a winter wonderland every year.
We're just walking to the hotel and my hands were freezing. I kept all my gloves in my luggage. And we're here! Coker Hotel. Just gonna find the entrance right here.
We stayed at Coker Hotel Akane due to its convenient location near Odori Park, which is one of the main sites for the Sapporo Snow Festival installations.
You can leave your luggage here. There's also a vending machine and internet area in the smoking room. Sorry, just internet corner. Also, a laundry room.
After leaving our bags at the hotel, we headed out again to officially start a Sapporo tour.
Just gonna gonna be my first time touching snow. But also, it's like the ice in the Levy!
Our first stop for the day was Sapporo Bee Museum. It's 30 minutes walk from the hotel, and since we were so excited to experience snow on the first day, we walked all the way to the museum. We stumbled upon good photo spots along the way, and of course, we took the opportunity. We're just walking to the Sapporo Bee Museum, and this is the way there. Look how pretty that is.
Bulpog ako dito.
Sapporo. Sapporo Beer Museum is a famous destination that offers a glimpse into the history of brewing beer in Japan, specifically the story of the iconic Sapporo beer. The museum is housed in a beautiful red brick building that was originally a sugar factory in 1890. It was then used as a malting factory in 1965. Entrance to the museum is free, but you can opt to join a 50-minute premium tour for 1,000 yen. The Bee Museum displays and information were mostly in Japanese, so you'd have to use the translator app on your phone to understand the story. It is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with last admission at 5:30 p.m. Aside from the historical displays, they also have limited edition brews for tasting that are only available at the museum. The paid tasting option costs 1,200 yen for 3 drinks, and individual glasses of Sapporo beer ranges from 450 to 550 yen. The last order is only until 6 p.m. Adjacent to the museum is the Sapporo Bee Garden, where you can enjoy delicious food including the famous Genghis-kan. It is a grilled lamb which goes perfectly with Sapporo beer. The Bee Garden gets pretty packed during peak season, so I suggest making an online reservation to be sure. We actually missed out on it because we didn't book earlier and the waiting time was too long.
Hi!
Ano yan?
I'm currently at the bus stop because we're waiting to ride the 188 bus to go to Aeon Mall to meet the mini pigs. Micro pigs.
Tikat.
Micro pigs, I think. They call it micro pigs, which is a breed from UK, I think. And it's a bit smaller in terms of weight compared to me. We didn't bother waiting in line to get the Sapporo beer tasting, so we just waiting for the bus to go to the mini pig. But here's the Sapporo Beer Museum from the outside. It's pretty cool.
Hello, can I make 3 points here?
The Micropeak Cafe that we went to is located inside Aeon Mall, Sapporo Osamu, which is accessible via train from Sapporo Station. Total travel time can range from 25 to 50 minutes depending on the line you take and the speed of your walk.
It's snowing! Ah. My glove has finger holes so I can touch my phone easily. It's my first snowfall ever. There is an actual snowfall happening at the moment. It's very cold. I don't know if the camera can see it though. Look, it's very cold, but it's pretty. You're like full of snow. Wow. We're currently in the Aeon Mall. We're just walking inside the mall to find the Mini Peak Cafe.
Nag-accept na.
Yun! Uy! We found it.
If you know me, you'd know that I have been obsessed with pigs for years. Imagine my excitement when I found out that I can spend time with cute little micro pigs in Hokkaido. We were actually supposed to go to another snowy park, but I altered the itinerary when I knew about this cafe. At Mipi Cafe, for 1,760 yen, you get 30 minutes with the most adorable micro pigs. You get discount if you spend more time with them, like 2 hours stay would be only 4,510 yen.
Good day. Best day of your life. Mipi Cafe allows visitors to interact with micropigs in a comfortable and home-like setting. It was evident that they focus on providing a calm and enjoyable environment for both the pigs and the visitors. I loved the place so much, not just because of the pigs themselves, but also because the staffs were friendly. They were also very gentle with the pigs, and I was amazed to see that the pigs were potty trained.
Hey, we're currently back in Sapiro Odori Park and we're just looking for a drugstore, pharmacy to find medicine for my stomach because I'm having really bad stomach ache right now. So yeah. Stop. I got a really bad stomach. I don't know if it's acid reflux or whatever. Immediately after we had dinner. I think this looks like a store that will have some medicine. We went to Lawson and a convenience store, but they don't have medicine. Okay, I was looking for this. It says ayan, stomach pain, bloating, everything. If it's just pain,
Super
we
high.
found it. We are entering Susukino Ice World, which is the Sapporo Winter Festival location for ice sculptures. Look!
The annual Sapporo Snow Festival is a major attraction drawing millions of visitors to admire its fascinating snow and ice sculptures. It has three main sites with distinct attractions. The Dori site has massive snow sculptures. Tsudomi site has family-friendly activities, and Susukino site has intricate ice sculptures. Susukino Ice World 2025's theme is Enjoying and Touching Ice. The displays included creations from the ice sculpting competition, which focused on the artistry itself and the ability of the sculptures to engage with the theme. As we walked through the welcome gate, we were greeted by these incredible ice sculptures glowing with neon lights, which led us deeper into the fantastical atmosphere. I wasn't prepared to be amazed by 60 stunning ice sculpture masterpieces. For our first night, we focused on indulging ourselves with the illuminated ice carvings at Susukino. Situated in Sapporo's entertainment district, the ice sculptures created a magical and enchanting vibe.
Aw, you're so pretty.
There's food! There's food!
We only had a little time to explore Odori side of the Snow Festival, so we just stayed near the food stalls for snacks.
We're heading back to the hotel now. It's currently 2 degrees according to that building. I'm not sure. Negative 2 degrees, sorry. So that's the end for our first day in Sapporo.
After such a tiring day, we finally headed back to the hotel to officially check in and have a well-deserved rest. And that is it for our first day in Sapporo. Do check out my description box for relevant links if you'd like to know more information about the places that we went to in this video. And also, we went to a lot more places during this Hokkaido trip, so be sure to check out my other videos too. Thank you!